Hi, I'm Tim Heyl with Keller Williams Realty at the Austin Southwest Market Center. I'm 27 years old. I've been in the real estate industry now for almost 6 years. So I got my real estate license. When I graduated college, I moved back here to Austin and I decided that I was going to go join a boutique firm, and then after a couple of years I would go out independent and work with my dad, work with his company, and also maybe build my own sales organization independent. And what happened was I was introduced to a lady named Althea Osborne here at Keller Williams. And she talked to me all about training. She handed me The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, a book written about how to build a business, how to make real estate a business. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to spend 2 years, the 2 years that I need to put in before they'll let me become a broker and go open my independent franchise. I need to put in this 2 years at Keller Williams because they'll train me. So I joined, I went through classes like Ignite, I went through seminars like Bold, I got a coach through MAPS Coaching. There were so many resources at every level that there was pretty much never a reason for me to leave. And when it came time to get my broker's license and move on to be an independent franchise owner, I realized that there was really no difference in having my own group, my own business, my own LLC in the Keller Williams system and going out and being independent. The only difference would be that one would have a KW in front of it and one wouldn't from a public eye. Internally though, the education, the training, the coaching, the support, and the people that I've been surrounded by have been monumental to my growth and to getting me to where I've gotten. So in my first year in the business, I sold 18 houses, which was for the newcomers at the Market Center, at the Southwest Market Center. That was middle of the road. And the second year in the business, I jumped up to 65 houses. 55 of those 65 were all listings. So I learned very quickly through the Millionaire Real Estate Agent models that listings are where we want to go, and I learned how to go out and get them. And so I just capitalized on that concept. Gary Keller talks about the one thing. He wrote a book called The One Thing, and after studying that and going to seminars on that concept, I realized in real estate sales, our one thing is generating leads for listings. So having learned that, my third year in the business, I sold 135 houses. I started to build an actual business. I started to have employees. I even brought on an agent to work with me. And then following that 7-level MREA model, my fourth year I sold 200 homes, and then 265 in the fifth year, and this year we're scheduled to sell around 400 homes. So just continuing to grow that business, to grow that model, Keller Williams is the place for me, and I'm happy I'm here. So if you study successful people, you find out that nobody succeeds alone. You find out that all the people who have hit extraordinary benchmarks in their careers, in any successes in their lives, they've had extraordinary people behind them and surrounding them. And so at Keller Williams, what's unique and what's pretty incredible is the access to extraordinary people from across the country. And here in Austin, we happen to have the corporate headquarters where they're flying into almost every single week. You've got the top people in the country coming in town to learn. You've got the #1 real estate agent in the world sitting in the classroom two buildings away from the Southwest Market Center for days at a time, weeks out of the year, just training and learning and masterminding. So being here at the Southwest Market Center, we have access to those people. Keller Williams has such a cooperative culture, especially this Market Center here has such a cooperative culture. I remember on my first year when I came into the business, James Willoughby was one of the top agents in the whole city. He was definitely the top agent in our Market Center. And James invited me into his office, and he handed me his listing packet, his pre-listing packet, his marketing agreements. He handed me everything he had, systems and checklists and contract to close, listing management tools. He hooked me up with the top producer's CRM, showed me how to use it. It was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen, because the top guy who had sold 200 houses the year prior was basically giving me away what I thought were all his trade secrets. So one of the unique things about being with Keller Williams is the network. In the last 6 months, my real estate business has closed over 50 transactions just from referrals from other agents. So when we're out at conferences, conventions, seminars, coaching programs, we're constantly meeting other agents, networking with other agents. It's an opportunity being in the Keller Williams system to just receive listing leads, receive buyer leads that you don't even have to work for, just by building relationships and friendships from other people across the country. So here locally in Austin, what I noticed when I first got into the real estate industry was that the business opportunity was for the brokers. And at Keller Williams, the most amazing thing is that the business opportunity is for the agents. I personally have I have 20 employees. I have my own LLC. In fact, we've recently expanded into San Antonio and we've expanded into the Dallas market. And so now we've got different locations in different cities, all within my LLC, within my business here in the Keller Williams system. This is an opportunity that exists only because of the vision that Keller Williams has for creating business opportunities for their agents. And we get to experience that here at the Southwest Market Center. If you're a business person that happens to be a real estate agent, you need to come and talk to myself or somebody here at the Southwest Market Center and understand what Keller Williams is really about. This is about building businesses, and anybody with a business mindset in this city should come running here. This is the place to be.